Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. So, today I would love to discuss with you how you can find your soulmate by looking at two people's chart. So, we're going to go through three different aspects. One thing that's really important for everyone to know is I do Vedic astrology, so we use the sidereal ephemeris. So, which is, let's say, if your ascendant is Libra, then probably if it's in mid degrees of Libra, it would be in Virgo. So we go 24 degrees behind. The other thing is, so it's the same for the planets. So the important thing for distinguishing whether someone is your soulmate or not is, for example, to look at a woman's sun to a man's Venus. That basically shows that she is, everything that he desires as far as looks, the way she is, and so on. So there are three different aspects. One would be if, let's say, my sun is in Sagittarius and the other person's Venus is in Sagittarius. And the closer they are in degree, that makes it even more intense. So that's one. And it could be conjunct, which is when it's in the same house, in the same sign, or if it's opposite, meaning 180 degrees right across opposite, or if it's what we call trine, which means five houses to one another. The other one is a woman's sun to a man's Mars. So it's the same way. If it's conjunct, meaning in the same house, the closer they are, or opposites, or trine, meaning five houses away. And then the other thing that I mentioned briefly the other day was the Moon and Mars connection that gives longevity, a passion, regardless of whether you're 100 years old or 90 years old, it will always be. And it actually gives longevity in relationships, basically stating that because of the love and passion they have for one another, they can work out any difficulties. Now, the other part of it that I wanted to bring your attention to was the connection between the nodes and the planets. So usually if, let's say, someone has their north node, or as we call it in Vedic astrology, Rahu, on someone's Venus, that is a pretty intense connection. Now, that's not the only thing that you need for an intense connection, but that is one that also states that you've come together for a mission, and it's pretty intense. The other one is South Node connection to one's Sun, Venus, or Moon. Sun, it would be probably because Sun represents the father, that possibly the person who is the Sun sign was a father in a previous life to the other person. K2 Venus is a love at first sight, basically, because you recognize the other person, knowing that you've been in a relationship, in an intimate, loving relationship in a previous life. So that's what I wanted to share with you. But one thing that I wanted to say is that regardless of the fact that you have all those things, but if you have not worked on your baggage, and we all have baggages, you know, in other words, if there's been childhood trauma, or if there was, let's say, an experience with a bad marriage, and that has left its, signs on the person, we need to work those things out in order to be able to have a loving, honest, communicative relationship. So that's really important. And just a little about me, I am very focused and I've done a lot of work on myself. I came into this world as a very mixed being, not a child, not happy, but I always say that the reason that I was so messed up was the reason that I was able to search, and I had a thirst to constantly be learning and to constantly, working on my shadow parts, working them out, healing them. So, yes, if you're interested, please get in touch with me. I basically focus on compatibility readings, and also I will tell you if there are certain issues, like your baggage, maybe, I can bring your attention if you're willing, because we all have to be willing to do the work. Then I can give you remedies, help you with the remedies. Okay, lovely to speak to you all. See you soon. Ciao.